Okay. Welcome, my name is Phil, aka JCServant, the Utah polygamist with rpgamer.com, and we are playing Solasta, Crown of the Magister. In this first video, we're just going to go through character creation. I've already made a handful of characters, but we need a cleric for this party. We need a cleric. And so we're gonna whip up a cleric here. You have 5 different races to pick from. And of course, if you're thinking like cleric, you're usually going for something with a wisdom modifier. You got like the dwarf here wouldn't be a bad cleric because you're going to get a wisdom +1 and you're going to get an extra hit point per level. You can go for the half elves. They got a charisma +2, and clerics do use a bit of charisma for a couple of their things. Increase 2 other scores by 1 point each. You've got, I should mention here that some of these races have different lineages. So with the Sylvan Elf, you have regular elves and you have Sylvan Elves. So you can flip over between the two, but they tell you right here what they can do. Dexterity +2 for the regular elf and intelligence +1 for the high elf. Not really that awesome for a cleric. Halflings, you have regular halfling +2 and the marsh halfling constitution +1. So we're gonna go with the human. Yes, Monkey, you're right. We're gonna go with the human because we really need to focus on the wisdom. We're gonna go with a lady cleric because it has been requested. Now, when you build a cleric, you got 6 classes: cleric, fighter, paladin, ranger, rogue, and wizard. You're gonna build 4 characters from these 6 classes. And some of these classics have some different flavors to them. With the clerics, it has to do with their domains. And these are pretty interesting. We'll actually see this once we start picking the character here. You got 4 deities to pick from, and this will kind of give you the flavor of your cleric. For example, if you go with Rune, who's more of an elemental neutral deity, then your cleric's going to have some offensive mage-like spells. You know, like Burning Hands and the such. Spin for character creation. Oh gosh, we'll be here all night. You have, for example, Arinar, who also is more about being in battle and being in the front. So that might be good because you're going to get haste. You're going to get stone skin. Those are great defensive spells. Heroism shield if you pick law. Hold person, lightning bolt. So you get some different flavors with these. Merake, the neutral god, gives you a choice between life, which will give you a proficiency with heavy armor, making you a better tank. Plus, when you cast a healing spell, you're going to get a couple of extra hit points per cure. And then Oblivion's kind of the opposite. You got some vampiric touch, some dark tentacles, some things that feel kind of darky. So we'll probably go for the healing because we're gonna need healing. Just gonna put that out there. Extra hit points per healing, yeah. Neutral good god. We'll go with the neutral good. And then you get to pick the background. You know, and you just kind of add some flavor to your character while also giving you a couple little minor bonuses and characteristic choices, right? So, you know, we can go with aristocrat, low life, philosopher, sellsword, spy, academic, and acolyte, which of course is going to fit your cleric a little bit more. Is one who spent their life. You like academic, or we'll go with philosopher, since you like academic and philosopher. A lot of clerics are, in fact, philosophers. And then you get to pick some background personality, you know, traits. And the choices you have to do with you know, what you picked over here from the choices you picked from. And then you get to pick some additional, like, alignment deals. And you can double up, like you can pick pragmatism twice. You tend to value practicality over principles when you're pragmatist. You know, with our cleric, though, they're going to be a little bit more, you know, altruistic. They're going to help those in need. They're going to be kind. You can pick altruism twice, so they're super nice to people. We can put kindness on there. So we have a very nice cleric. And this is the fun part where you get to roll scores. So you got 6 scores up here. You can go for the standard array, which goes 15, 14, 13, 12, 10, 8. You can also go with the point buy system. If you're used to doing the old point buy system there from D&D. But I prefer to do it the Baldur's Gate way, which is basically hit reroll dice until I get some good numbers that I like. And this is kind of good. I look for at least 118, and then I look for a couple 16, maybe 15. you know, I tend to roll a little bit to get myself some nice juicy scores. I'm a min-maxer that way. What can I tell you? If you're going to give me the option to abuse the dice system, I'm going to take it every time. I had a 17, 16, 15. That wasn't the worst thing in the world, but I really like to have that leading 18. And they do pop up if you roll a lot. There we go. We got 18, 16, 13. We're going to get, as a human, we're going to get +1 every score anyway. So that 13 is going to round up to a 14. That's pretty good. I could probably get a couple more points out of this. You know, so we'll go ahead and roll some more. We'll see how my luck's hold. This is the true spinning of the wheel over and over again, except you're spinning dice. 18, that 16's nice, that 12 is eh. We're looking at those first 3 especially, but we're trying to lead with an 18, and then we're going to see what supports it, all right? This is much better. 18, 16, 15, and we're going to be able to, that 15 is going to round up to a 16 because we're human. So go ahead and put your 18 into wisdom. Again, humans +1 is going to come to a 19. And then you can choose, you know, the 16 and the 15 are going to go into usually strength and con, maybe charisma. But this is going to be more of a frontline cleric, so we're definitely going to want to have our constitution on the high side. And it's nice that we're going to have a nice 16 charisma for channeling. The 14 dexterity, if you're wearing heavy armor, is not going to be as helpful as it sounds, but that's fine. We'll take it. It's free. And then you get to pick a couple of class skills. You know, rogues get to pick more class skills. This pretty much follows 5th edition rules, if you're used to following those rules. We're going to have our cleric lady be our religion and history buff. And then you get to pick a couple of languages based on your ancestry. We'll go ahead and have her pick old Tyramin, and then you get 2 background languages. And let's just say our cleric hangs out with the elves, and we already get a halfling in the group. We'll do the Terran. Yeah, we got really good rolls on those, Moncap. Yeah, it's really good beginning statistics there. Then you get to pick some class cantrips to start out with, and whatever have you. We got our good old-fashioned Sacred Flame. If you play D&D 5th edition, these are pretty much the standard fare. You can hold down Alt for more info, and it'll give you a little bit of information. I like the sparkle. It ignites light sources. It's a bonus action. I don't know how often that really comes up. It'd be really funny if that comes up pretty often. You do light, Sacred Flame. Light's probably important, so we'll make sure we take our light spell. 1d4 to an ability check. Why not? 1 offensive, 1 healing, 1 support. Yeah, and that's kind of what we're getting here. We'll kind of go over this at the end and take a look at our 4-person team. Now, unfortunately, I will say this is kind of a lower budget title, so the faces are just a little this shade of scary. I'm not going to lie. They are pretty gnarly. There's just not a lot of getting. I'm not going to lie. There's not a lot of getting around it. Yeah, it's kind of scary. I think like the hair, the black hair looks like tar. They clearly didn't put their money into texture, but it's more of an indie game, so you know, you just kind of roll with it. What can you do? I haven't made a blonde hair character in a while. Oh, blue hair, there you go. You have your very own JRPG character. Right? Why not? Yeah, while Aloy's hair does look... Okay, so dark hair. Yeah, we do a dark hair. Yeah, Aloy's hair definitely looks very good in Horizon Zero Dawn. But nothing compares to Tomb Raider hair. At least when it's firing on all cylinders, it looks pretty good. But I like Aloy's. I like the physics in Aloy's hair as well. You don't want to sound too creepy. I like her hair. You know, you're trying to not be too much of a creep here. Dark hair, dark eyes. We'll go with that. You can mess with the physique a little bit, and the age, which only somehow does nothing to make you feel good about playing the game. So we try not to use the age slider a whole lot. Just a couple of voices.
Stay with us. Looks like you did that all your... Let there be light.
Okay, I like that one.
You lose. How does that feel? Are you okay? Looks like you did that all your life. You don't mind being on your knees, do you?
But that's cute.
Nice little heave-ho. Easy on your ankles. Piece of cake. Hold it. Thanks, I feel better.
That sounds like a guy's voice. And now I'm really worried that I've been picking the right
worse.
voices on these. You can pick your pronoun. Hey, do I have more options? Oh, okay. Just wondering if there was a down arrow there for a reason. You know, give your character a name here. All right, and then we finish. So now we have a rogue. So we have a cleric, and clerics can usually, especially since we picked a cleric with heavy armor proficiency, can help hold down the front line with the fighter. We've got a rogue to help do a lot of damage. Cleric can heal, and we've got the wizard. I think we're kind of okay. We're gonna double check. Could probably go for a stronger fighter if we really want to push it. But I you know, isn't completely optimized, but I think that's probably okay. Let me just take a look real quick at the fighter options. One of the things, we're just gonna pick a class real quick. I just want to see what the fighter options are. You can do that. Martial archetypes here. So your classes at level 3, you can pick champion, which focuses on raw physical power. You can pick mountaineer, trained to fight in difficult terrain and confined spaces. They're capable skirmishers and know how to take advantage of small spaces given the right equipment. And they have spellblades who are skilled with arcane magic as well as their weapons. Surprising enemies who think that an armored fighter cannot cast spells. Now, I am trying to think if it was the paladin. There was a class, and now it's bugging the heck out of me. I thought I saw an option here. Maybe it was under Ranger. Hunter. Herbalism. Craft arrows. I think it should be the fighter. There was one of them that allowed to protect you, allow you to help protect people close to you. And I have found that very handy in the past, and now it's driving me insane. Oh, Ranger Force and equipment. Oh, it's just driving me bananas. Let me just take a look at the fighter stuff real quick, just see if there's something I'm missing here. Aha! Ahaha! So it's the fighter style here. This is what I'm thinking of. So this is kind of important when we talk about making a fighter. Fighters get a lot of choices, and you saw some of them that you get to make at level 3, but actually at level 1, something that doesn't go over on the front page, is you get to pick whether you're focused on archery, plus 2 to your attack with ranged weapons, defense, dueling, which, yeah, plus 2 to damage is okay, but it's not great. But this one right here, protection. When you see a creature that you can attack, when a creature you can see attacks a target other than you that's within 5 feet of you, you can use your reaction to impose disadvantage on the attack roll. You must be wielding a shield. This is very, very useful, especially, you know, you're talking specifically about a defensive fighter. that is really, really good. So I think I put that on my fighter. Gonna make sure. I'll say the screen isn't quite as informative as Kingmaker. Hail Dwarf, Sellsword, Class Fighter. Okay. So do we not have somewhere on here where we show what we focused on? You can see over here, by the way, talking about character creation. Of course, here's your stats, your armor class, your initiative, your movement speed, 5 squares or 25 feet. Your proficiency bonus, which is, character-wide. If you're familiar with 5th edition, you know how that works. Your hit points, of course, and your hit dice. Got one 10-sided dice for his hit points. And, of course, his attack scenes there. Yeah, I don't see where it tells me. Fighting style. Choose a fighting style as a specialty. That's what I want to know, is which one did he pick? And it's not in here. He's got a second one from 5th edition. That's good. But nowhere on here does it tell you what his specialization is. So I tell you what, I'm just gonna whip up another one. Yeah, we're making up our own party, except I want to make sure I make the right fighter. So we're gonna create one more fighter, and then we're gonna be ready to play. Let's see here. You can go for the dwarf, +2 constitution. Probably don't want that. I think that's what I picked for him too, which probably wasn't a very optimized decision there. Yeah, you kind of wishing you had that half orc, but you don't. So we probably just go with the human fighter in the absence of the very popular half orc choice. We'll go with the fighter. And he's a sellsword. That's fine. It tends to solve everything with violence. That's me. Alright, so we're gonna look for some good numbers again. We all know how much I love to re-roll dice. Almost had something good there, but not quite. Looking for that beginning 18 with some good support numbers. 15, 14. I think we do a little better. 18, 16, 14. Gonna have a lot of odd numbers here. I don't know. I feel like I can get a 17. I feel like if I just keep re-rolling, this is like gambling. This is really bad. They should just cut me off after like so many rolls, because otherwise this is like crack cocaine. You're just gonna keep rolling until you get there. There's 18, 16, 14 again. Here we go. Bingo! Look at that, boys and girls. Yeah, you don't get any better than that, really. Go ahead and get our strength, our dex, our con, of course. Holy cow. There's gonna be one nice dude here. The only question is, what do we want to take as a dump stat? Do I want to give him... I haven't even thought about who's the party leader and who's handling our diplomacy. I should... I don't know if I built a face person yet or not. Oops. He's got a 16. And that gets you some extra skills or make you the face of the party. I'm not getting passing any wisdom saving throws, though. That +2 for wisdom saving throws is pretty nice. It's the handsome, talkative fighter of the group. We're going to go for the protection. We talked about how important that is. Ugh, but he can't get bonuses to performance and persuasion. So, ooh. I'm pretty sure I have like a better face character somewhere. If I hit reset, am I going to lose all my good scores? Damn it. Oh, no, it did. It kept them. Strength, dexterity. Like, yeah, if I can't be really good at being... If you can't be proficient in it, because it's not, you know, within your tool set or something, it's better just to put this into wisdom. Ugh. Actually, let's do it like this. Boom, 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 and boom. This is a lot, of course, this is going to be a lot simpler than the Pathfinder, right? Tough one. Do you want athletics, acrobatics, animal handling? Oh, let's try animal handling. You never know. Might come in handy. This guy hangs out with dwarves and orcs. He's a rough and tumble type of guy. Actually, I think that's kind of an okay look, honestly. I'm not against this look. I think I'm kind of okay with this. Make it a little darker. But the only thing that bothers me is the sideburns should come down to the beard. Like, what's this? That's going to be on my nerves. Well, let's see here. I mean, as you guys know, I'm all over my beard, though. I mean, this kind of makes sense. I kind of like... I think I dig that. I think I dig. I dig. I dig.
The idiot. Crush them. I hate one less problem. Thanks. Dive in the dirt. Kill them all. Deal with it. Deal with it.
You're not. We got a hidden door. Well done. Keep 'em coming. You're not coming crawling through dirt. Nothing new here. You suck. I hate those.
Keep them coming. We've got a hidden door. Didn't think you could. I'll remember. Wait till the next one. Come on.
I give him scars. I don't think that's like an option. I can't give him different pronouns, so I can't give him scars. All right, I think we're good to go. I think we're ready to start a new adventure. So if you're watching this on YouTube, thank you so much for watching the character creation. Hopefully you got to see some of that in action. And we will jump right into part 1 here, which you'll be able to watch right here on YouTube as well, kind of like an early impressions part 1.